Hey, it's JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's November 3rd, 2023. We have a pretty cool fog bank this morning in Ketchum. I couldn't help but use another screenshot from Roundhouse webcam. It's been really setting it up for me the last few days. Today, after this fog burns off, it'll be partly sunny. We'll look at the cloud forecast here in a second. Kind of a difficult one. It looks like it'll be a haze all day. Highs will be in the low 50s. We're going to have this shortwave ridge come through. It's going to be very short lived before our main event comes through tomorrow. Looks like it's actually going to be maybe starting. Some models are going to say in the morning. The HRRR is going to look like midday when that rain starts to come in. Snow level is going to be pretty high. Looks like 9 to maybe 9,500 feet. So it should be interesting to see what that does to the snow on the ground. Hopefully, we get a good amount of rain up high and that melts that away. And it will be also warm. Lows in the 50, highs in the low 50s. And we're going to have southwest flow set up. So have like a low level atmospheric river setting up over northern California coming into here. That usually does pretty well for the Sawtooth and almost Mid Valley too. And then we'll have another small cold system come through on Monday. The snow level will drop lower with that one, maybe even down to 6,500 feet. We'll keep an eye on that. And then drier weather is expected Wednesday through next weekend. So let's see what we got last night or yesterday. Picked up almost a tenth of an inch or 100th of an inch here at China Gardens. More so, looks like up towards Vienna Mine, where half an inch fell, and over to the western mountains over in the Boise National Forest. Stanley picked up 3/10 of an inch at the ranger station. Yep, at the ranger station. So not a ton of rain yesterday, more of just light showers. Looking at the satellite radar or satellite view this morning, you'd see all this light blue. That's low level stratus, fog clouds, through most of the area here. As you can tell, it's in Ketchum. Zooming out here a little bit, you can see the next two systems here. This big one is going to be the one that hits us Saturday midday with this plume of moisture coming almost pretty much from Hawaii. So that's going to help bring that warmer air in here. And then on the back door there is another low pressure system that will come through on Monday. Right. Skip over that. We'll go right to the HRRR and look at the difference between the HRRR model and the NAM 3K. So I'll play this here. So you have a couple stray showers maybe towards Galena Pass and up towards the Sawtooth, but very little amounts with that. Mostly going to be a clear day as far as precip goes, and the bulk of it comes in tomorrow afternoon with the HRRR model. So this is looking like after kind of around, for the Sawtooth at least, it'll be earlier, maybe around 11 or 12. You see this first band of moisture come through with this next potent band behind it. So that kind of builds in intensity as it comes in, and looks like it's going to hit Stanley and down through the Sawtooth to the Smokies pretty hard with precip. But if we look at the NAM nest, it's looking more aggressive, has an earlier start to the storm, and then has more of a widespread activity. Let's skip over this. So this is kind of a freeze frame of when we're getting all that moisture You can see it is, I think this is probably hitting as an AR2 or an AR3, atmospheric river. Um, and all that plume is making its way into Idaho. So that's when we're going to have that bulk of moisture coming through. Looking at the freezing levels, they're going to be pretty high with this storm. You can see the 9,000-foot levels here. Maybe towards the end of the storm it'll drop, but it'll be really interesting to see if this can melt away some of our early season snow uh, before the next round comes in. It really seems like we have early season snow, but maybe it'll be more of a or less of a widespread avalanche issue later in the season if we get some rain with the storm. That second storm's looking less potable, less less amounts of rain than this first one you'd see coming through. And the Euro's looking a little bit um, a little warmer actually with that freezing level. So it's looking like even more 10,000-foot line there. So let's see what happens with that. All right, and then last thing I wanted to show you was just the different amounts that the models are showing. So this is for the Euro. Kind of fast forward this to Sunday afternoon. You can see the Euro is not showing as much amounts, so it's mainly centered around Vienna mine in the Saltus with 0.8 of an inch. Less over in the Lost Rivers with this, but yeah, mostly that direction. But you look at the GFS and it shows a way different picture. It has pretty much almost an added inch to that previous level, and it's a little further north into the Sawtooth. Still covering Vienna down here, but more over to the Sawtooth crest. So probably get somewhere in between those two amounts. If we do get that much rain in the Sawtooth, we should be pretty good with any early season snow that should melt off with all that rain, especially if it comes in earlier there. That'd be a good sign. All right, well, that's all I got for you. I'll definitely chime in tomorrow morning because see what the totals look for and see if they changed overnight. Have a good day out there.